Welcome to Scaredycast, y'all.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow, it's
Good
very.
afternoon.
Hello.
That was very formal of you
Hello there.
to salute us. Thank you.
Good evening, rather.
Hello, everybody listening. Hello, everybody watching. Hello to the
Yes.
chat. Red Leader Fighting Irish.
Hello.
If you're in the chat and you're watching, listening, let us know how it's sounding and how it's looking. Make sure everything's cool.
Yeah, we're trying some things.
We're stuffing some things.
You know, talking here. I've been waiting so long. So heads up, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
If you have not watched Sleepaway Camp,
You've only had like 50 years to do it.
you've only had 40 years to watch it. But these two had an assignment.
Look who it is.
Dan from Down the Under's in here.
Oh,
Yo, nice legs.
Yo, thanks.
Oh,
Dan.
Thanks,
He's
Dan.
going.
we got the shorty shorts on, all of us.
What about me, Dan?
Yeah, who are you addressing, Dan?
Yeah, there's a lot of legs to be had.
There's a lot of
Welcome.
skin in the game right now.
So, if you guys remember last week, Tony told us we had homework. Me and Kelsey
did.
had to watch Sleepaway Camp, which is from the... No, I think it's like 81.
83.
Okay.
Pretty
All
sure.
right, I'll take your word
I'll
for
bet some chocolate garlic sauce on that.
Well,
Whoa, chocolate milk and
let me
garlic.
bust out the old handy internet here.
So,
I'm pretty sure because I was trying to figure out how old Felissa Rose might be because
Huh.
we interviewed her actually at Mad Monster
Mhm.
in years past.
Oh my God.
Yes.
You did.
We
We
did.
did.
Yeah. She was so nice too. She was so nice and so like
Dude, that's
we
a
interviewed her
trip.
and she did something too. I think she said like listen to Scaredycast or
Mhm.
something like that. Yeah.
I
she was
saw
awesome.
that on your Instagram before
hmm
I like joined in with you guys. And so
when you were just a super fan.
oh my God, that was her. Holy crap. That's so cool.
Brian's mind is being blown right now.
Yeah, that's so cool. So
I should have told you that before we started watching it because then you would have seen it in a whole different perspective.
I didn't even think about it, but you interviewed her. Oh my God.
Mhm.
This blew my mind. Anyways, you could see that on Instagram, and if not TikTok, I think as well.
Also, in the year 2004, which is only
Only
20
only
years ago.
18 years.
18 years ago,
Only a whole adult.
Mhm.
I made my first feature-length movie. It was a romantic comedy. And Ricky from Sleepaway Camp makes a cameo.
Okay, I was obsessed with Ricky while watching this, so I can't wait to discuss.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Dude, no wonder this movie's got like so many like weird
Oh, easy.
Whoa.
like that's crazy. So last week Tony said that not only was it is his favorite horror movie of all time,
Mhm.
but also we have to watch it and
Do a
full
little
book report. Like
Yes.
full book report. And I am ready for this.
Okay, I watched it last night and I was probably bothering you guys. I started it really late after I was done working and like I was wanting literally every 20 seconds I was texting them some new shit.
Like, oh
I was like, Kelsey, you gotta stop because like
She,
this
like-
is too much.
Yeah.
This is too I like had to stop myself and then I couldn't even stop after I said
She
I was
was
gonna
like
stop.
taking pictures of like screenshots, like go look at this part. It was just like, yeah.
It's like it's so ridiculous.
Oh, it's so great.
You can't even prepare yourself for the ridiculousness.
No, I watched it 2 days ago, and whew,
Kelsey texted and said, "This movie is ridiculous." And then you started describing what was happening. I'm like, that's the opening scene.
you're like, did you just start this? And she's like, yeah. I was like,
It was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm texting you guys like this
yeah.
is fucking crazy.
And I was like, hold on to your ass because you are just getting started.
The opening scene is like the most pedophilic shit I've
All
ever
right,
heard
opening
in a
scene.
movie. Opening scene of a sleepaway
Let's go.
camp for
Let's get
children.
in.
No, not quite opening, right? It was the
Oh, it's
water
like the
scene.
second scene. Yeah,
Right.
sorry, excuse me.
It
The
starts with-
opening scene is real crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the opening scene, the kids are swimming, the dad is swimming,
And then the dad's lover?
Well,
friend?
there's a dad.
boyfriend.
Boyfriend.
Definitely
So
boyfriend,
truly
yeah.
boy, but actually? Or like secretly?
Yeah. The characters,
Secretly, I think, because
Secretly.
probably secretly.
yeah.
Where's mom at? Do we know what happened to mom? She already out of
I
the
don't think
picture?
they ever address
I
mom.
don't know.
Okay.
But
Because I was a little confused.
Yeah.
I think the dad. Well, I guess yeah, because it was a totally different woman. Oh man, there's so much.
Okay.
It's got layers.
So let's set the
man.
scene. So there's these two little kids
Uh-huh.
with their dad in a lake. They're swimming around. They're like boat tipped over, right? And they're
The
like
kids
kind of
tip
splashing
the
around.
boat
Yeah,
over.
the kids
They
tip
were-
the like it's just
yeah.
a little canoe type thing. Meanwhile, you're seeing these two teenagers are like driving a boat. The boyfriend switches with the girlfriend and is like, be careful just for a minute while they have like a ski. Sorry, I keep hitting this.
Okay.
While like the ski, like they have like a water skier behind them.
Yeah.
And so they're just, doing little teenager shenanigans and stuff. But this girl is driving the boat directly to shore, like going as fast as she can while pulling this water skier, runs over the whole family.
The water skiers like,
Watch out!
and they're like, what? What?
You're gonna hurt the shit.
They both like turn around and like are doing like what as they're turn around facing away from literally they drive for like 2 minutes towards shore directly towards this dock and cabin.
These kids and the dad.
Kids and dad and dad's secret lover.
So
Maybe
it
not
is,
so secret.
It is like,
I don't know.
it is so campy, ridiculous, and that was the first thing. I think that was intentional. Maybe I'm looking at it too much. I thought like, okay, this is just good. They're setting up like a super cheesy camp killer movie. Like, all right, okay, I see. I know what to expect. Little did I know that was bullshit. I did not know what to expect. You see a guy that's like talking to the dad, and he's like, hey, come on in or whatever, and you're like, okay. And like, oh my god, the shots when he's just staring.
Oh yes.
After they get hit by the boat.
He goes, John.
So,
For 30 seconds, it's a close up of this man standing like his face isn't even like shocked or scared or anything. He's just kind of like,
whoa.
And then
Whoa.
Crazy.
I will say the water skier was acting for her fucking life.
Dude.
She acted her ass
Right?
off. She's like,
I'm dead. I just know it. Oh my god. So then you're like, all right, this is gonna be some campy shit, and you see one of the kids swim away, and
Yeah.
you're like, okay, but then like a torn up life jacket is all like,
it's all bloody.
it's all bloody.
But
it's
the
up close
dad's
to the top,
body's like
and the
floating and
dad-
it's just
yeah.
untouched. He's just
Dad
floating.
is like face down, floating in the water. So you're like, oh shit, one of the kids and the dad bit the bullet. They're done. But
Which
then-
is weird because they all were in the same tiny little circle. They're
I know,
closer
of
than all of
course.
us were.
Mhm.
It'd be
So
like us at
then
the table.
you're like, okay, well, and I.
Don't,
So
this,
then,
It's a
you guys,
40-year-old
this is
movie.
the first opening like minute of this
yeah,
movie.
you're like, so then we skip ahead to my favorite character, Aunt Martha.
Aunt Martha is on some shit. She's whatever she's on. We need some.
So
Yeah.
one of the kids goes to live with Aunt Martha after the incident, and her cousin Ricky.
yeah, the surviving kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're getting ready to go to camp for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
And Aunt Martha's talking to them, and she's crazy, and she's like,
He keeps forgetting shit like all the time.
forgetting
like,
stuff, but she tied a string around her, finger,
finger.
so she wouldn't forget.
yeah. So,
And she like talks to herself too. She has like conversations with herself.
yeah, she'll like look down and be like, huh? Or unless I forgot something.
Mhm, that won't
like-
do at all.
That won't do it all, will it?
Someone in chat says, anyone notice audio lips out of sync? They might. It's probably not perfect. We can't fix that right now. I'm sorry.
Damn, that
But-
sucks.
Well,
we sound okay?
Duty. Does it
Do
sound?
we look cute?
Brian and Kelsey are on the same sides as last week. This could get crazy.
Oh yeah, you know what?
Shit.
I don't know because we already have a little theory that we're not going to reveal till after that of what might have happened last time,
Okay.
Okay.
Audios look good.
and it's
Cool.
just my own theory.
So the kids that go to camp, the buses pull up, and then all the teachers and people come out.
Kids are all running out.
Kids are running like, "Whoa, we're at
So
camp!"
excited.
So excited. And then the cafeteria workers come out, including one
One Mr. No Go.
Mr. No Goes. Oh my
This
God.
man he calls them baldies.
Baldies.
Oh my guys.
He
Is,
calls young kids baldies.
Sure, he was directing it towards the girls.
You know,
Specifically.
I mean,
All right, we got one guy in chat saying audio quality's fire, and then another guy in chat saying audio is a little funky. What? Like,
I like some mixed signals, you know? I like some mixed signals around. So thank you for
I
that.
don't even know anymore.
Maybe the quality's good. It's just the sync is off.
We're just gonna
Yeah.
walk
That's what he's
around.
saying.
We're just gonna walking down the street with megaphones doing the.
I
doing
think
the
that's
podcast.
what he's saying. It's just like it's off, but
Uh-uh.
the audio is good. Sounds good.
Well, guess what? Each week we're getting just a little bit better while
Yep.
we try to
We're
navigate.
tightening another screw. You know,
We're very new in this setup. So prior to broadcasting live on Twitch, we were doing just audio. So this is just a learning experience for us. So we appreciate the
Yeah.
feedback for sure. Please let us know
for
anything
sure.
else that you guys notice. So then that way, hopefully next time we can get it right. But yes, so
Just mess with your feet.
this cafeteria worker is sitting there just like basically salivating
He's
about.
chewing on a toothpick, and he's just like,
It's like a
ooh.
blade of grass. Like
Yeah, he's like, ooh, oh.
and he goes.
These kids
"It's
are
making
young."
My mouth water just thinking about
And
it.
his friend says they're too young to know what you're thinking.
Oh, it's
Ugh.
oh my god, it's
It's-
so
It
gross.
gets worse.
Disgusting.
Don't worry. Don't worry. It gets much worse.
It's,
So
I will say though, even though this is not probably a good environment, I never went to like a summer camp
Me
like
neither.
that, and
Me
it
neither.
looked so fun. I wish I had. Like I
No.
was always playing basketball
Why
and
do
stuff
you mean
during the
that's
summer.
not a good environment?
Well, I mean to be around like murderous.
Oh.
We're not gonna revert, but like also and like pet.
I thought you
and
meant
stuff.
here. Like,
Oh no, like chomos
me
and
and
stuff
Brian
like
were like hardcore summer camp fans. And about to be
Damn.
like, yo, what? You never went to summer camp?
yeah,
that. Didn't go to
yeah.
summer camp.
How dare you
I didn't
hold me
either.
back, Tony? I swear, I'm gonna say bad.
You know what?
words.
Just hold your bladder real quick.
Here we go.
Yeah. He's got to pee.
Wow.
20 seconds before we started, he's like,
was like,
I really
dude,
got to
I
pee
gotta
real
pee
bad.
so
And we're like, we
bad.
were sitting here
Oh,
for 20
yeah.
minutes.
So then the kids run, cafeteria dudes. What happens next? Ricky goes and talks to his.
Oh, yeah. So his old flame from the last summer, which I
Yes.
swear to God. Okay, so Ricky and Angela literally look like children because they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like teenagers.
Yeah.
And this chick that he goes talks to, that he was like had a fling with the last summer, she looks like she's 30 years old. It's so funny. I text him too. I'm like, there is a healthy mix of literal children that are playing children and like 50-year-olds pretending
Have
to be
you-
children in
it's
this
like
movie.
Grease.
Yeah.
Everybody in
Yeah.
Grease is supposed to be kids, and you're like, you're in your at least like 20s, late 20s. Like, you look weird.
Yeah.
Like it there's a little, but there is the camp counselors and the younger kids. But the fact that they're like all intermingling is kind of weird. But there was,
And it's hard
like,
to tell who is like a
I would
counselor and
agree with
who's
that. I
not,
would agree
except
with
for the males. The males you can tell because they're definitely older and they're wearing their little shorty shorts and
D
crop
Money
tops.
says I'm the Jim Ross of Scaredycast.
Ooh,
I don't think that's the first time he said that either.
probably not.
Went to summer camp once and you were 13. Oh wow.
I went to summer camp in the 6th grade. Like our class did like
Oh, fun.
a weekend thing. That
Where?
was about it. It's somewhere in Prescott.
You know what I would want to do? Basically, the only thing that I want to do at summer camp, the one thing is
Swim.
go on the blob, where
Yeah.
they jump on the big thing and then it shoots
Ooh.
the other person super high up and they go flipping into the water.
You did
I just
go
wanna
or
do
you
that.
want
No,
to?
I want to. I've never been to summer camp.
I'm sure there's probably a place to be able to do that. Okay, there's this thing like adult summer camp, which I'm sure gets probably a little
Oh,
rowdy.
So it's basically like Love Island,
Yeah, but probably not as
tropical.
probably not as tropical. I think there is an adult camp.
Sure
Okay, you
there
guys, we're
is.
literally just in the second scene of this movie. This is how
I feel like
ridiculous
we need
it
to
is.
speed this along.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically,
Let's skip ahead to the first kill. So
Oh,
Angela.
wait, before that,
What?
The
we're
Chomo
gonna
got
talk
got.
about the
He got
freaking attempted pedophilia.
I'm getting to, yeah. We can't talk
There's
about the first
multiple.
kill.
There's multiple attempted pedophilia.
Tony's life.
Yes, there is.
D Money in our chat just said Tony's life's work is to share Sleepaway Camp with everyone he knows.
Did so for me 20
Dude,
years ago.
telling you.
I think Tony somehow is getting like some
Some kind of residuals.
yeah, some kind of residuals somehow from this.
I should.
Yeah, but as much as he promotes it.
They're like, oh my god! In the last 10 years, Sleepaway Camp has really
blown
risen in like in views, and
Use code Tony, dude.
yeah, Tony's
So
patient zero for that.
creepy cafeteria man has Angela alone in the back room because he's gonna find her something to eat.
Yeah, because she hasn't eeaten in 3 days because she's a weird fuck. So,
And so-
she doesn't talk, doesn't eat.
Yeah, he's instead going to
Show her his.
show his wiener to
personal
Like, oh,
her.
did you find anything you like? Maybe you like
Yeah, he
this.
Yeah, he
Starts
starts
doing his pants.
unbuckling his pants, but then our boy Ricky comes in.
Oh, Ricky.
And he's
Cousin
like,
of
fuck
Angela.
yeah.
and dude, Ricky's like 13 years old in this
He's
movie,
badass.
but he's a badass.
Fuck
he's
yeah.
like, He comes in and he's like, "What the fuck you doing, motherfucker? Get the fuck away from my cousin, you stupid son of a bitch!" Like
the language in this movie, like that is not a rip.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this after. I was like, what parent saw this script and the amount of cuss words I have never even heard of before in my life, or like so many strung all together. Like it was actually very impressive.
Solid,
Said by like 8-year-olds throughout the whole movie. They're like, "You fucking cocksucker, carpet muncher!" Like I don't even. You guys, just watch it just to like expand your vocabulary to insult people, if not for any other reason.
Oh, dude, my favorite is when he says, "Eat shit and die," and then his rebuttal is, "Eat shit and live."
When they're playing baseball. Like,
that the camp counselors has money on too.
There is so many layers to this.
There's
movie.
a lot of
Dude,
layers.
there's a lot.
There's the cheesy slasher stuff. There is like
Ricky and his love life with what's her name?
yeah. There's like
what's her name?
Fuck that bitch.
There's like teen
is it Vicky
drama.
or something?
I
No,
can't- I
don't
let me.
But it's like teen drama, murder, camp shit. There's like.
And it's
pedophilia.
it's one of the very few horror movies where little children get killed.
Oh yeah, they got got.
Like
That's true.
There's like a
not a lot of horror movies where like there's little children, like little children that
Yeah, I want to say
get
there's
taken out too.
4 main kills.
I should have probably rewatched
Let
this
me
movie
think.
too, but
Maybe
So-
5.
I didn't think I was like I don't need to rewatch it. Like I've
So
seen.
there's an
Sleepaway Camp.
attempted one, like we started to say with the Chomo, which you guys have to.
No,
hear
it
about
wasn't-
this.
It wasn't a murder.
No,
I think he
no,
died.
it's attempted. It's attempted murder,
We never saw him dead,
but he doesn't die.
right,
Yeah.
but like
That's why I said
we'll count
attempted.
that.
So what happens is he like Ricky takes Angela out of there. Pedo dude's just like, "Arr!" and he punches like a box of fruit.
He's like, damn it.
And then he's like standing on a chair over top of a giant pot, like a pot this big of boiling water.
For corn.
And like a weird hand like comes in a frame and like yanks the chair and he's like falling and he's like hanging on the shelf. He's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. Help me, help
I'm
me."
gonna get you.
And then they like yank the chair all the way and he falls and the
Boiling water spills on him.
yeah, and then like his
I
foot
did this. Out of 4 kills that I remember, 2 or 3 of them were like insanely cool looking. Like, they did
The makeup,
really,
yeah, the
really
makeup.
good on the effects. It's not CGI. It's too
No.
old for that.
Yeah.
It's like legit. Like like it's good.
Yeah.
It's very like believable.
The boils.
Oh my god, yeah.
Just-
So
I think
the guy
one, like-
he spills this giant vat of boiling water, screaming,
The whole time
excruciating
he's
pain,
screaming.
just it's brutal.
Even
And
as
it
they
shows,
wheel him
like-
out.
Yeah, it shows like his face and like the bubbles of bliss. It's
Ugh.
gross. It's
But you know
really
what?
good.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Oh, he
I wish
deserves-
he.
yeah, yeah.
I wish they would show like his eyes melting or some shit, or like I wish he actually would have died because he's the one that
everybody
deserved it the
in
most.
this movie, except for the children and the guy at the very end, everybody deserved to die.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it was like
I
good.
Oh yeah,
it was like
yeah.
it was like warranted.
Yeah.
Like yeah. he did
Yeah,
good.
there were some that was like, okay, this is very questionable, but
So I feel like instead of explaining scene by scene,
Yeah.
let's hit the highlights, and that way they can watch
All right.
the other stuff we
all
can get to
right.
as well.
It's- yeah.
Basically,
there's a lot
you
to.
have a couple really cool kills. They're very like campy, pun intended.
There
but
is
they're pretty brutal when you look at it. There's only one that I was like,
Ricky's love interest gets
Judy, her name is
Judy. Yes.
nailed it. Nice. I was not gonna grab it.
Judy gets a curling iron shoved up her woo.
Is that what happens?
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
But the fact
Is
that
that
she
ever
like
confirmed?
dies from it is dumb.
That's not. Yeah, that's not how.
Yeah, all
And
you
it-
see
would
is
it-
like a shadow, and then you see like a curling iron that she was using, like go down, and then you just see hands come up, and then you hear this like, and she's like screaming, and somehow I guess she just dies because her hands like slowly go down,
And then
you're
they
like,
push
okay,
her
I guess-
body
Yeah.
off the
Yeah,
And then then there's the girl that's
in the shower.
in the shower.
So there's another teenager that wants to
she's
Fuck
That
the
wants
main
to
dude who
fuck
looks
this dude who's
a
like 80.
million years old. He looks
Yeah.
like Father Time
like
with
he
his
looks
hair
like he
cut
just
short.
Smells like oil. He just
Yeah.
he's like this old greasy guy with his cigar.
And like that
he's
came
like, and then she's like, "Oh, I can't wait to go on a date with him." And it's like,
and it came out of nowhere
yeah,
too.
you're-
Yeah.
exactly. All of a sudden, it's just like,
She's
wait
like,
a minute, you're
"Hey."
like this like 17-year-old attractive girl. Like, why is she going for this like 85-year-old man out of nowhere? It was like she was like one of the popular pretty girls, and it's like, what? This wouldn't happen.
I know, and she was like bullying Angela the whole time, and I'm just like, what is?
Yeah.
You know what? This movie did revive my hate for bullies, and like I'm obviously bullying still happens just in a different way, but like it's just so ridiculous thinking about anyone that ever bullied anybody, just the reasons why they would, and it's like the stupidest shit. You don't talk, and it's like
just bullying.
So what?
Yeah,
and you feel really bad for Angela. The main
you do.
Because you're like, wow, like. She's gone through this horribly traumatic experience, had to live this terrible life, and is just constantly being like made fun of, and like the kids don't like her. But then she finally meets someone that makes her talk, and it's it's Ricky's best friend, Paul, and like he's all right, he's whatever.
I really liked him at first, and he did a complete 180.
Yeah,
he got real creepy.
He tries to get a little too touchy feely.
Yeah, he's a little forceful.
I guess a little forceful, and Angela's like, no, dude, no, and he's like, oh, come on. And then the popular girl's like, well, I'm going to ruin it for her because why is the ugly, quiet girl getting all the attention? And so then there's like this drama thing.
It's a drama.
But oh my Lord.
Dude,
yeah, and so
the
throughout...
fight that breaks out at the dance.
Oh.
When Ricky shows up to that dance wearing that cowboy hat, you knew he's like, he
ready.
Walked in like Bob and La Bamba, just like, I'm here.
Fucking Roadhouse.
Like, I'm here.
He's coming
with this big ass cowboy hat.
So out of place.
So out of place.
Cowboy hat in the whole movie.
And he does not dress cowboy at all. Like
so many shorts.
Dude, he just rolls in it.
Yes.
And the fight breaks out. If you go back and rewatch Sleepaway Camp, there's a lot of things you'll be like, I heard that on Scaredycast. That fight, if you watch that cowboy hat, it moves like all over that room. Like you like one camera angle, the hat's over here, then it cuts this up, then it comes back, but then now the hat's over here, and then like
So there's a huge fight scene. And basically, these people are dying, especially like the really dumb jock guys, and then some kids die, and everyone's like, "What's going on? There's people dying." And then like the old guy's like, "Oh, they're gonna shut me down. Like this place is doomed." And then he has
a theory about who it is, but it's not revealed until he
thinks it's Richie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he thinks it's Ricky.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was reading Richie on there, and I thought.
Yeah, he thinks like the camp counselor dude thinks it's Ricky. So he like goes and starts beating the shit out of him.
He beats the shit out of him,
and not just like like single punches, like straight up, just like monkey, just like pounds him into the fucking ground. And it's like an 85-year-old man and like a 13-year-old, and he's like choking him and
know how old this guy
smashing the shit out of him. The movie is so crazy, it's so fucking nuts, but it gets crazier.
Oh, it gets crazier.
Like every time you think like, oh, this just can't. It does.
So then, like that night, like the shit's hitting the fan for real. And there's these other kids at the camp. They're like 10-year-olds, like 8 and 10-year-olds. They go off to have an overnight camp out in the woods. And like one of the counselors comes up to find like them and the other counselors, like, yo, man, like there's people dying. We're getting everybody out of here. Come on. But everybody's dead. They've been just hacked up with an axe.
Yeah. At some point they're talking about like combining everyone into just 1 or 2 cabins.
Yeah.
And that many people have died, but we've only seen a handful of them at that point. So you're like, wait a second, how many people are actually dying in this camp?
Exactly. But there was dead kids, which like you said is pretty revolutionary. I mean, you don't see that very much.
Paul wants to go skinny dipping with Angela, right?
No, at the end that's how she lures him to the lake. But no, so he wants like to kiss, and then they go by the lake, and then he's trying to fill her up, and she gets
so
mad.
The 2 main camp counselors are looking for everybody, and they see Angela and Paul, and they're naked. And
this is the ending you're saying. Okay.
Angela's running her fingers through Paul's hair, and you're like, oh, weird, they're naked. But then Paul's head falls on the ground.
It rolls.
It rolls on the ground.
It rolls a lot.
Yeah.
Then she stands up.
And then she stands up and turns around.
Face
do,
is like,
do the face. Do the face.
For like 2 minutes.
It stops. The credits start off of her going.
It's so creepy.
Well, no, like she turns
like penis. Angela's a boy.
And like why are you showing children's penis?
Yeah.
Like I don't even. Oh.
So
you guys, this movie, I can't even.
Angela was the boy that survived the boat crash.
Mm-hmm.
Was raised by the crazy freaking aunt to be like this perfect little angel. She kept calling him, her. It would be like, oh, you're like my little angel. I'm gonna call you Angela. That means angel. And it was like, what? So now it's a boy that was raised as a girl, had this horrible traumatic experience happen, and then I don't know why she started killing. I guess just from like the bullying or whatever.
Just getting revenge.
Yeah. But like,
getting revenge.
Whoa! And the way it just ends on like the face. With
and then she seems like, I don't know, there's like green coloration and stuff, like almost made her look like a monster, kind of.
Well, here's the thing. So to shoot that shot, because I've watched
because of the
I watched the making of, I've listened to commentaries, I know the secrets.
You get the royalties.
What they did was they made a mask of her face
and
they put it on a college student's body.
Like a tiny.
So it's this guy. They said they also had to get him super drunk. So it's this guy standing there with like her ceramic face or whatever on. So it's like the whole time
with his wiener out.
And then so it was like basically Aunt Martha adopted the little boy who survived the boat wreck and was like, well, I already have a little boy. I already have Ricky, and two boys just won't do.
Yeah. It won't do.
It won't do.
So she wanted a little girl.
And then you see like whatever Angela was before Angela has like all these head bandages and is like looking like all like brain dead. And it's like, oh, it's twisted. How about the gay scene between the dad and the lover?
And they're like laughing.
Oh,
I know. So there's like this weird little dream sequence that she has, which I didn't understand. Like it's
the boy and the girl touching their fingers or whatever, and then like the two gay guys in the bed on this like revolving platform. Like this movie is incredible. It is nowhere near my favorite horror movie, but it is a fucking adventure. Dude. It is a journey, and everyone should see it if you want to laugh, if you want to be like weirded out and appreciate good effects.
There's a there's a police officer in the movie that has a mustache.
It's so fake.
Dude, throughout the movie, it's a regular mustache, but like the last couple of scenes towards the end of the movie, it's just like electrical tape. Like, oh,
wait, I didn't notice that. Yes. Are you serious?
It's so bad. Because he had a mustache, and then I guess they thought maybe he was done and he shaved his mustache off, but then they had to go film more stuff.
It's so bad.
What?
It's not even the right color for its face.
Dude, I'm telling you, when I first watched that movie,
I did not notice that.
I was like, I gotta watch this again, and I rewound it immediately. I watched it.
Definitely rewatch.
I was like, I gotta watch this again.
Just to and there's things
torture.
I want to show people because it's so crazy.
Yeah, like if you watch it again, there's so many things that you're like, oh, okay, I see. It's connecting the dots.
Incredible.
Now, then you go to Sleepaway Camp 2.
Stashgate. Oh my god.
It's Sleepaway Camp 3.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what ensues in those.
It's basically we go to different camps, but Angela's there. Angela's now
is she a counselor now?
She's now a counselor.
Oh god.
But she's the complete opposite. No, she's crazier now.
Even crazier?
She's even crazier.
More towards her
But
aunt?
she's like very vocal about it and like, oh Lottie, like imagine if Aunt Martha just started going crazy. Like she's just like,
Aunt Martha
I'm gonna just kill you with this now. La 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 la. Ooh, like cracking jokes and stuff.
Oh, like Freddy Krueger?
Kind of, yeah.
Oh no.
And like if you look at the VHS box of Sleepaway Camp 3, I think it's not even the girl in the movie. Like it's somebody else, like on the box of the VHS.
So the movies get worse or better?
Dude,
stop. What do you think that answer is? Just think.
The only reason why I'm asking is because what he said about the third one or fourth one.
Yeah, well, okay, so Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3.
Well, this is information.
It's Angela. It's a different actress. It's played
in 2 and 3. It's different actress.
Yeah, 2 and 3. It's a different actress. Played by Pamela Springsteen. Yes, there is relation to Bruce Springsteen.
Wow, that's messed up.
I think I'm pretty sure.
Poor Melissa.
But then they made a fourth one,
and it's back
like many years later, like 20 plus years later.
Okay.
And Ricky's back. the real Angela's back. Like they bring
cool.
back some of the original cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It's weird.
Uh-huh.
Why did they decide to go with different people in the second and third
I have
one?
no idea. I don't know.
Some
To be fair, there's a
creative
lot of
choice.
movies that do that shit though. Like you're like, why? Like Grease 2, for example, completely different movie, totally different cast, and you're like, okay, like I guess.
But they're not
one
supposed to
wasn't
be the
enough.
same, are they?
I mean, it's a different summer camp.
Yeah, we're at different camps.
Oh.
She's going by a different name.
But it's still the same character.
Yeah.
Her, yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, like, I don't know when it was made, but she was probably still a kid too.
Yeah. Let me just say, I mean, we touched on this briefly, but I am such a Ricky stan. I fucking love him. Everyone needs a Ricky in their life. He doesn't care who you are. He doesn't care where he's at. He doesn't give a shit.
He's a
If you
badass.
do some shit to his cousin,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Dude,
get the
he's like
Ricky.
a 13-year-old going on 30.
Yeah,
he
he-
fights like all the older kids. He
Yeah.
doesn't care. Like he's a little badass, man.
He's got the comebacks that he's you know
quick. Yeah, he's like
he walks a walk, talks a talk.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, if I watched this as a kid, I know I'd have such a crush on him. Then I looked him up at what he looks like now, and he looks way crazy. So
Oh no.
he's got like blonde hair. And
What
stuff.
would you rate this movie out of 10? No halves, because we talked about that.
10.
Not you, Tony, not you. Like really think about it.
What do you rate it?
Oh man, I would
is hard.
say just like easy 7, possibly an 8.
No
like it.
fucking
Yeah.
way.
It's funny, it's campy, it's good, got good effects, it's crazy, and I didn't know what to expect, and I thought it's kind of like Cabin in the Woods in a way that I went in thinking it was going to be something, and then you're like, nope, and I was like, okay, I will. And here's the thing, I thought in the beginning of the movie when the little boy was swimming out of the water, I was like, I could swear that the son was the one who survived. And it didn't come into play until the last 10 seconds of the movie. And I was like, yo. So I have to give it, I'm going to say a solid 7. I'm not going to give it an 8.
Red Lead on chat says 2 and 3 were dream movies. She was in a psych ward. Where'd you hear this?
That's crazy.
Breaking news. You heard it here first.
Don't you
I'm
dare
trying
tell
to-
me those movies were
Like-
dreams. They were real.
She's just dreaming that she's somebody else.
Dude, they're crazy. Like she and the kills like go super extreme. Like she drowns somebody in a porta potty. She shoves like fireworks at a dude's nose while he's sleeping and blows his head up. And it's like,
What?
yeah, it's
I want to see those.
crazy.
That's what I want. Yeah, I want to get
Yeah.
crazier.
I will
They get
say
crazy.
that it is very unique in the way that all of these people get killed, because with a lot of slasher and like murder films, it's just the same stuff over and over.
Yeah.
So when I'm trying to think about it, I'm trying to think of like some other corny horror movies from around that time, like
oh my gosh, throw a rock.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah,
thing. It's like,
that's
so I'm
all
trying
they
to
were.
compare it. I will say this was like more entertaining to me. Like obviously the acting is not great,
No.
but it is entertaining and it's funny in a
It's
way because
crazy.
it leans into the corniness. So
Like,
yeah, I guess I'd give it like a 5 or a 6.
There's only one kill with a knife, to my knowledge.
And it like goes through like
Yeah, the shower where like
And it's
like-
like okay,
the
there's a shower
linoleum of the
kill where
shower.
it's like she's got her back to it and she goes through the thing and then like rips down, which I was like, ooh, nice. But it was like, okay, that was the most like normal kill. The other ones were
Yeah.
like, what
like
the fuck?
bees through the window.
The bees, the hornets or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there
yeah,
was the boiling water,
The
Boiling
kid in
water.
the
Drowning.
the hair curler up the vagina. Like,
the drowning,
God.
I have
the kid in the boat.
yeah, and the snake, all that like I have to give it props. Like, okay, so 5 is like average, like, yep, it's a movie. Like, it's just whatever. 6 is like, it's okay, I won't watch it again, but I liked it. 7's like, I would watch this again to show someone, and that's right where I'm at.
All right.
I appreciate it. 8's like, this is really fucking good. 9 is almost perfect, and 10 is perfect. So that's why I'm at right at 7.
Perfect.
I stick it to a 5 and a 6 still.
Damn.
I would say 5.5 if it wasn't gonna give
Would you
Brian an
watch it
aneurysm.
again?
Probably not.
Then it's a 5.
What if like, what if you bring a boy over, and he's like, want to watch a movie, and you're like, sure.
What if Ricky was over?
Yeah, what do you want to watch? And you're like,
Weird
and
adult
he's
Ricky.
like,
Is he a child or is he an
and
adult?
he's
Creepy,
like,
weird adult Ricky.
he's like, I don't know, I want to watch
Not
something.
watching
I want to watch a
movies.
horror movie. I like horror movies. You know any good horror movies? You're
Yeah, where
You know
can I
where
watch
you
this?
can watch
I'm
it?
subscribed to horror TV.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Are you a subscriber to Horror TV? First, I would make sure they subscribe because
First, you'd be like, listen,
there's a special deal
if
going.
you want to come back to my place, you got to get on your phone, go to horror-tv.com
Right now.
and subscribe right now, which is what everybody in this Twitch chat and everybody listening at home or in your car, in your office, wherever you're listening, should all do right now. Because once October 1st comes, what happens on October 1st?
The
Price
deal.
is going up, baby.
Price goes up.
So it's $2.45 right
And you'll
now.
get locked in forever.
And we just saw the movies that just went up. Day of the Animals.
It's up, baby. It's there.
Dude,
It's there.
what?
It's coming.
It's coming.
Well, it's on its way.
It's on its way.
It's got some privy information.
You just got to preview.
Yeah, so you can watch Sleepaway Camp on horror-tv.com. Get locked
Can
in.
you?
Sit down.
Can
you?
we?
I don't know. Can we?
Let's
Never
make it
mind.
happen.
Maybe you can eventually.
We'll sign a petition.
We're working on it. Maybe if we have enough people sign up and demand it, then
Yeah.
Yes.
I watched Sleepaway Camp on Peacock.
Peacock.
And it was
Sleepaway
free.
Camp.
It was
Talk, it's
free.
on Peacock?
Well, I don't know. It just came up free. The other
Oh.
option was Plex for me, and like Plex is such a shit show. I know
Really?
that because we have our own documentary on it, and it plays like commercials and stuff, and sometimes it pauses and all this stuff.
I saw
wait,
it.
But yeah,
But I want to get back to the boy at our house.
God, I wish I had a boy in my house. That'd be great.
Oh, boy in the house. Oh, my God.
If anybody wants to go to Kelsey's house,
Please no,
and
that's not
watch
an
the
open
movie,
invitation.
Any boys out there?
Let's do the
I
address
have.
Wait, what's the address?
It's 123 your mom's house.
Oh.
And he's like, I want to watch a horror movie. The very first thing that's gonna pop in your head is gonna be Sleepaway Camp.
Fuck no, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Come on.
No.
Does
If
it-
they're
does it
like, okay,
depend on the
I
boy?
am really into horror movies. I've seen like all these horror movies, blah blah,
Have
and
you
I'm like,
seen Sleepaway Camp?
well, if he's seen it, then I'm not gonna
I
watch
love that
it
movie.
together.
Can we put it on?
Is
I'd be like, you love that movie?
if you're on a
Get
date
out of my
and
house.
the guy says, "Hey, have you seen Sleepaway Camp?" Is the date over for you from there? Are you like,
No, because we can talk about it. If
Okay.
he's like, oh my god, I only watch that every single day of my life. It's the only horror movie that I love in my whole life, and I'll be like,
Tony.
no, Tony is not
I
like.
have a wide variety of
Yeah, Tony
favorite
watches a bunch
films?
of
Thank
shit.
you very much.
If he was like, oh my god, like it's so funny, like
What if he said it was his favorite movie, or his favorite
'Cause of
horror
the
movie of all
child.
time?
What if he called it a film instead of a movie?
oh, film noir.
Movies like
Ew.
Sleepaway Camp is a
And this
fan.
guy's
He's like,
gotta drink
actually-
craft beer and
Fantastic
have
film.
a mustache. I already hate him.
He's like, actually,
It's called a film, or a production.
because I don't know if you know this, but they used to shoot movies on film.
You know
And
what
I'd
they're
be
called?
like-
Movies. It's like saying a talkie. Okay, it's just it's dated. They're called films because it's made on a film.
I don't like this hypothetical situation that you guys have put me
I don't
in.
like it anymore
She's
either.
gonna
Creeping
end
me
up-
out?
She's gonna end
Yeah.
up with someone like that.
Fuck.
A real jerk.
She's gonna text us back, guys. I'm on a date. You'll never believe what he just asked me.
Yeah.
This is actually going to be something that you guys set up, like just come full circle
Probably.
to try to trick me, and it's going to be a part of Scaredycast or like Scaredy Scares or whatever.
So I need to tell you guys something.
Okay,
Let's hear it. Yeah, let's get off the subject, please. Thank you.
that's Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp, go watch it.
Go see it. You
Eh,
need
but
to watch
first,
it.
but
Now,
before you go watch it on something else, sign up to horror-tv.com.
yes. So I went to the movie theater last night.
Oh, damn.
The
we have
theater.
we got an
I went
exclusive.
to the movie theater.
Oh,
And I got a pre-release showing of Barbarian.
what
Now,
is
if you
that?
don't know what that is, Bill Skarsgård from he was
from It.
Pennywise from It in the
Mhm.
Last Moon. He actually plays like a normal person in this one. He's not a monster.
He doesn't look normal though.
True. That's not very nice. He kind of looks like Steve Buscemi's kid.
No, he just has very sharp features and can
And
do
his eyes kind
crazy
of bulge
things
a little
with
bit.
yeah. And he
in
can
this
do
movie,
crazy
I swear,
things
I
with
was like,
his face.
I leaned over to my friend. I was like, "Hey, he kind of looks like Steve Buscemi a little bit in this," and he's like, "Eh." And I was like, I took that as like, "Yeah, all right, I'm not crazy."
Don't talk to me during the movie.
He's like, did you see the commercials before?
No, I didn't, and that's why I loved it. So apparently, the trailer is like the first 15 minutes of the movie, which
Oh.
is pretty slow and has nothing that weird at all. I am not going to spoil this movie because it's technically not out till tomorrow, but because I got the hookup, I got to see it before. Holy crap, this movie is a ride.
What's the premise of it? He's like a serial killer or a psycho or private.
See, I feel like I'd be doing you an injustice if I told you.
So you can't
I
even
love
say
it.
what it's about. Like what?
Don't
the
even tell me what's
But
about.
that's the thing of the movie.
That's the twist
And
of
how
it.
they marketed it. Was
Is that
like,
just gonna be normal?
Yeah.
People are taking their kids to
I will
it.
tell you this. There's a girl that it's like, okay, it's like rainy. This girl pulls up. She's looking and she's like, okay, 276. Okay, yep, that's the right house. She goes up. It's a Airbnb. She's trying to whatever. She's like, the thing's not working. She's like, what the hell? But she sees that there's someone in the house.
She's like,
wait a minute. I'm supposed to be what? She like knocks on the door. She's like, what the hell's going on? What's going on? And he comes out. He's like, what are you doing? And she's like, well, I have this house. And he's like, well, I have this house. You see? And so they show each other the thing. And they're like, well, now what do we do? And that's all I'm going to tell you.
I like it.
Because whatever you're thinking, it's not that.
I like Bill Skarsgård.
who's the lady that?
I don't remember her name. I haven't seen her in anything before.
Okay, so new lady.
Yeah.
What's it rated? It's R.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's
Oh,
R.
yeah.
Oh, it's R.
All right.
It has to be because
And it comes out this weekend?
tomorrow,
All
the
right.
9th. So if you're watching this on Monday, if you're listening to the audio portion of the podcast,
It's already out.
then it's already
Maybe
out.
you've already seen
You
it.
should go see it. But I don't want to spoil it because maybe next week
Shit.
I'll give everybody a week.
Is it in theaters only or is it on demand or anything?
That's a great question. I don't know.
I hope
You
it's on
little
on
I
demand.
even got 2
Brian's just
posters,
teasing us
which
right
I'd
now.
probably give you one or you
Ooh.
one or whatever. They're literally like these
We'll
cool.
fight for it.
Yeah,
I
you
have
go
2.
ahead.
I have 2.
Oh, don't worry. I'll get my feet hedge clippers
Oh,
out so we
shit.
can battle
Oh
it
my
fair.
God. Just fight with feet scissors.
Um,
Anyways, this movie, holy shit.
It's good.
I want to talk about it so
And like,
fucking
okay,
bad.
so this is what I'll say. Like, so many movies that you're like, okay, you can kind of predict, even if you didn't know what it's about, you can kind of predict the next moves. And I hate stuff like that, even though it kind of makes me feel a little bit smart sometimes. But
This one isn't as like, I don't think this movie set out to be like Christopher Nolan, where he's just like, I'm gonna take what you think and I'm gonna fuck your movie viewing up, and it's gonna be like crazy and like blah, blah. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't push to be that twisty. Does that make sense?
Twisty
Like
turny.
Tenet, when you like if you saw Tenet or anybody saw Tenet,
I
or even
did
watched
not
the
fucking
trailer,
understand that shit.
or Inception,
Yeah.
you knew you were like, okay, this movie's gonna blow my mind. It's gonna be hard to like follow and not blow your mind. I mean, visually, it's all over the place, but that's the thing. This one is just like, it's called Barbarian. That's all you get, and it's like, okay. I don't think it's meant to be twisty. It's meant to just like
Be
you don't know
turny.
what to expect. Because I will tell you, there's like 2, if not 3 parts. One's like, oh no, and then one's like, holy shit, that just happened. What the fuck? And then it switches to another scene, and you're like, everyone in the theater
You don't
just
have
kind of
time to,
looked
like,
around like, we all
process.
just saw that, right? Like, it's what? And then there's a third part where you're like, okay, and then the credits roll.
Damn.
But in between that, it's like
Tony just looking at each other like, what is happening?
it's. I will say it was worth seeing it in theaters for one, because it's creepy as fuck in parts, and 2, I've seen a shit ton of horror movies. That's like all I've ever watched, and I would definitely. I want people to see this movie.
I'm going to watch it
Zero
this weekend.
expectations.
I mean, I am very intrigued, but
Yeah, I don't want to hype it like it's the greatest thing ever, but like there's some fucking cool shit that I have. I don't want to say I've never seen, but it tickled my horror fancy. I kind of get picky on stuff, but like this one, I was like, okay, you got a couple things in there that I really enjoyed,
okay.
and there's a little bit, just a smattering, if you will, of like, okay, I could have maybe seen that coming, but no, man, it's. If I had to rate it, I'm
20.
gonna give it an 8.
Dang.
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. There was only like
That doesn't
2
mean a
little
lot
things-
when you
Yo,
said
hold
Sleepaway
on.
Camp
Time
was
out. Time out.
Well, what?
T-Boy Sanchez in Twitch, I just said Justin Long is in it.
That's who I saw it with.
I'm in.
T-Boy Sanchez right there, Swank, the homie Swank. hooked me
Justin
up.
Long is like
Right.
one of those actors that's like, Justin Long in this movie. I'm
Oh.
like, tell me no more.
I'm gonna
watch it.
Spoil something?
Don't spoil nothing.
Fuck that guy.
Don't spoil nothing, dude.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Well, now I know Justin Long is like a bad guy or something in the
Wow,
movie.
you
Thanks
did just
fucking
give
lot,
the
dude.
biggest
That's the thing.
spoiler.
You feel
Don't
bad
tell me
for
nothing
him.
else. I don't want to hear nothing else.
He
Wow.
feels
No.
sorry for him.
I don't want to know nothing else now.
Brian went so long. He was so good until
So
that
good.
tiny
Help it.
little.
Oh,
Couldn't
so
help
good.
it. But you don't know
Tiny
why. Now that's gonna make you want to.
You know what makes me have a problem with your rankings skills? It's because you don't do halves,
Right.
and because you ranked Sleepaway Camp a 7.
Yeah.
This is an 8, which is the very next step up. So it just makes
Right.
me be like, I don't know if it's gonna be that good.
I mean, it is better than I enjoyed it a little bit more than Sleepaway Camp.
A little bit more.
That's why it's an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's
Sleepaway
horror.
Camp is great.
There's lots of horror movies that I rank above Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
It's
Wait.
just
But you
that's-
said it's your favorite one.
it is my favorite one.
Okay.
It's my
See,
favorite like horror movie. But like
I would show a select amount of people Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah.
I want everybody that likes these kind of movies to see Barbarian.
Sleepaway Camp's a 10. I'm gonna give Halloween like a 15. Okay.
Y'all are ridiculous. I can't with you. You guys. See what I have to deal with over here?
What's like a perfect movie?
I don't know. I've never thought about like the perfect movie.
No, that's
Oh,
not
The Departed. The Departed.
Okay, but that's not the perfect movie. It's a perfect movie.
It's the perfect movie.
It's okay being perfect as it is. I think Ocean's 11 is pretty much perfect start to finish.
It's a great movie.
The way
Yes.
it's written, the way it's acted, the way everything just flows.
Everyone
it's
in their roles.
perfect.
Casting.
I think it's not the perfect movie. It's a perfect movie. I had this discussion with Trogdor the other day,
Mhm.
and I was
It's
like,
very...
"This is okay. You can have multiple perfect movies.
Yeah.
Gladiator, pretty close.
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, I hate Shaun of the Dead.
Ooh, that's a whoa. Just deflated your balloon there, pal. Hated it.
Yeah,
Why?
okay,
Why'd you
Tony.
hate it?
Just annoying. And I didn't think it was funny at all.
It's just annoying.
I just didn't
All
like it.
oceans sucked. Okay.
Wow. Guess
I
what?
don't
We're in a
think-
drought, so don't talk shit about our
This
oceans.
podcast is fucking over.
Red Leader hates Ocean's 11.
Oh, man.
We have Shaun of the Dead slander. We have Ocean slander.
Wow.
What fucking next?
What
huh?
else? She's
What
about
next?
to say Love Island's her perfect show.
Yeah. What, Love Island's better than Big Brothers?
I
Wow.
don't watch Big Brother. I don't even want to
But you
admit
like
that.
Survivor though.
I do like to. I've been watching Survivor. They added a couple new seasons to Hulu.
We're about to find out.
You guys need to go see Barbarian.
I'll see
I
this
do want to
weekend.
see it. It does seem cool.
It was cool.
I'm just not good at actually physically going to the movie theater.
This
So if
one's
it's not
kinda
on
worth
streaming
it
for
because
free-
it's creepy.
Yeah.
Or watch it alone. Oh, there's some vibes in there where you're like,
You're like, oh, I don't want to be alone
You're
anymore.
like, just do something or don't. But like, oh, like it's good. It's been a long time since I felt since I've
A little
really,
jingle in your
really
tingle?
enjoyed a horror movie, and I was like,
Yeah.
I will say horror movies have really been desperate for a good one that you can watch and you can enjoy recently.
I
feel
think
like,
the
over
most
these last
recent one
few
for
years.
me is Malignant.
But when did that came out a long
That was
time
like
ago? I feel
2
like
years ago.
that's it.
Yeah.
It came out during COVID.
It
no
was
way.
like 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
it's pretty
older
recent.
than that. I thought.
No.
I could be wrong. I just thought it was.
Did you guys see Malignant?
I don't know if I saw it.
Oh wait, yeah. Didn't we talk about this?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we watched. Yeah, we talked about this on the podcast. Like,
Okay.
Oh, you are right. 2021.
It was great.
I didn't see it. I meant to watch it because it
With
popped
that
up on
girl.
a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
That
I
one with
enjoyed
that
the shit out of
girl.
The one with the girl. You should watch Malignant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Annabelle Wallace. Oh, I
don't
love
know who that
her
is.
in Peaky Blinders.
Great. I've never seen it. I don't speak British.
I love her. Okay. All right.
Speaking of-
Rest in peace, Queen.
Oh yeah, you guys. There's
Not
some
my
break.
queen.
Not my queen. Who's your queen?
Beyonce.
Bounce.
No, not even a little bit. I am not.
Don't
gonna do
okay.
this.
Don't upset the beehive. Okay. Don't the
bee-
Bayhive. Yeah. So whether you believe that the queen died today or she's been dead for like almost a year,
I think
they
she pulled
finally
an
announced
Epstein.
it.
She's still out there.
No, I think she's
No.
been dead for a long
When
time.
you're that
Very old.
rich, you can buy immortality. She's
she
still alive.
might. She's probably like sucked on the blood of children.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's how
You know
she
what?
lived so long in the first place.
This is probably like the third queen. They've like cloned her already.
I've got a lot of theories about the royal family, anyways. But this opens up the discussion for how everyone thinks that the queen was a lizard person.
Oh yeah. I mean, not me,
Nope.
but I heard it.
You never heard that before?
I've never heard this
Tell me.
before.
She's like part of the lizard people. I don't know a lot about that community, but it's just opening up
think she
discussions
is.
to see if you guys think lizard people are real, first of all.
Because you see, lizards need the sun
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
and the heat.
Water.
She's in England.
I mean, she could have
Yeah.
a heat rock like under her bed or
Yeah,
something.
that's how you can have lizards anywhere.
Yeah, they
Give
got a
them
bunch
heat
of
rock and a
diamonds
lamp.
and shit. Yeah, they probably got it fucking
Oh, yeah.
having the UV
Dude,
rays
she's
expanded.
the queen. Like, come on, she's getting taken care of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also in a suit that probably just builds in the heat, acts like a thermal.
Right.
And just, you know,
'Cause she's
keeps
like
it all
wearing a
locked in.
jacket of skin.
Yeah. Keeps it all locked in and nice and
I
toasty.
don't think lizard people exist, but I think they could. Anything can
Oh.
happen.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, it's like Bigfoot. I don't think he does,
Yeah.
but he could. Why
We
not?
might unknowingly be lizard people.
Maybe.
Yeah, you just have like an eye, like all over, like every.
Y'all
once in
ever
a while.
watch this short-lived show V? No,
Never heard of it.
V for Vendetta?
I did not watch
Oh, it's
V.
about lizard people.
Um,
Interesting.
I was gonna say something I forgot. No,
The queen.
no.
Twitter has been real fun today with a lot of reactions about the queen
Dude,
dying.
I saw
love-
this
I
one
love
that was
Squid hype.
like, it was like this. It was a parachute with the British flag on it, the Union Jack. Freaking the queen's holding on. She's flying in. It said the queen after she like dominated the gulag or whatever. After she and I was
Can
like,
respawn or something?
Yeah, I was like, nice.
Man, I guess Irish Twitter is going ham.
Irish. Why?
Mhm.
They hate the queen.
They hate
Fuck
hate
yeah.
England. They hate the monarchy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
As do many colonized places throughout
was,
the world.
there's like a TikTok of dudes like, you know, like the Irish dance like thing.
The river dancing.
They're dancing in front of Buckingham to like another one bites the dust. Yeah, like
So-
damn.
I
I didn't know about this
That's
beef,
great.
but okay.
I will say though that I think that was actually recorded before, but the fact that
Probably.
people like
You're
thought to
bringing it
bring
back
it
up?
up, yeah,
Like, this is
everyone's just been
perfect.
waiting. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, the queen's been dead for a while. They're just been
Look,
waiting in the ranks to be like,
The
I
royal
got some
family,
fire.
like, it's going anywhere. They just put another one up in their place. Like,
yeah,
whatever.
now instead of
It's
Prince,
never gonna end. Like, I don't know. I just feel like
What's how it works?
I know, but like, what are they celebrating? It's not over. Like, it's just another
Yeah,
one.
I don't know.
You know
I
what mean?
think just because this is getting real.
It's getting
This is
crazy.
getting a little deep in British
Also,
history, but
Personally,
yeah, I think
would
they're
you cry if the president died? Not this president, but like a president you liked.
any president.
Any president that you were like,
How
I
did he
voted
die?
for him, I really liked him, and now they're dead. Would
No.
you like cry and your life would be like, I'm sorry, call me.
How did
whatever.
they die? Were they like? Was it like a crazy coup? Like, was
No,
it
they're
like?
old white
there's
guys? So
old-
whatever old white guy you voted for and liked, what if he died and you were
If
like,
Bernie died, I would be very sad. I
Hey,
don't
happy
know if-
birthday, Bernie.
Happy birthday! Feel the burn, feel
And-
the burn.
birthday?
It's his birthday. He turned
Today.
80. JTT,
Only 80? Get out of here.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Home Improvement.
He's still alive?
He turned 40 today.
40. Oh,
Yeah.
guys, we're so fucking old. God. damn.
JTT is old.
Wow. You know what I was listening to the other night? Last night, actually.
We listen to Pink because it's her birthday today, too.
No.
How do you know these birthdays?
I was about to say, don't ask how I know all these birthdays today. It's a long story.
Was it
When's
just
my
some-
birthday?
I don't know.
Fuck.
You're not a celebrity, okay?
Wow.
Eh.
Tell that to my mom.
I
I'm a celebrity.
Yeah, well, have her get in the chat and have her defend your honor like Ricky style. All right. Until then. Or
Dude,
is
she
Papa
does have
Pyro
her-
here?
She does have her own Twitch. She made one from so she can
Wow.
watch me.
Look at you having supportive parents.
Hell
Get
yeah.
the
Oh,
fuck out
my
of here.
parents are the best. They're
This
the
is not a
best ever.
supportive parent
They're
area.
the best ever.
Just
straight
kidding.
up.
That's actually really amazing.
I wish your
I'm
parents
not
would
jealous
adopt
at
me.
all.
They want to.
Well, let's
My mom
fucking
said she would.
sign the papers.
I
Fucking
want to
do
be
it.
My
adopted.
mom said she'll
They gotta adopt
Tony.
Kelsey, too.
Okay.
I just always tell all my friends' parents, I'm like, can you adopt me? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So I have like 20 parents.
Yeah, yeah. One of these times, I mean, it's inevitable. You guys are gonna have to meet my parents. Because I mean,
It'll
we're
happen.
a family now.
Yeah.
Scaredycast is a family.
Yeah. Anytime we have like a live recording somewhere, hopefully with a live studio
They'll
audience
be there.
in the future, that would be great.
Hmm. I was
Tony.
going to say, sorry, before we end or come to a close, that
About that time.
it was
What are
relevant.
you
It
doing?
was relevant. I was circling his weenus with my finger.
Okay.
I'm not touching it.
We just put some weird hex on you
Wait.
by doing that.
Almost had it. It was,
Y'all are just being forgetting McForgetters.
what were we
Forgetty
talking about before my
McForgettersons.
parents? It threw me all off.
Dead
These damn
presidents.
birthdays.
presidents' birthdays.
Mhm.
What was the whole like conspiracy thing too?
Wizard.
Like,
Yeah, what's up with the wizard
Oh,
you said something at the beginning of the podcast here, like towards the end of it, where you all had like
Circle
a
back.
thing.
stuff? Yeah. The queen was a
No.
lizard.
Oh yeah, whose brain is farting?
Wow.
Wow.
what were we talking about when I said that? Oh, no. The theory was about, so someone said in the chat that the reason last week's show was such a fucking shit show was because we had switched seats.
Yeah,
But I have a theory that's because you took your happy pills.
Who said this show was a shit show?
this is very true. I had
No, they didn't say it was. They just said that it was like off the rocker and like that we had like weird vibes. Not weird vibes, but like it was just different because like we were in opposite seats.
Yeah,
You know.
I did not take my pill tonight, so
So we're just on regular schedule, y'all.
Yeah.
This is just regular tone.
yeah.
Tone
This is
down.
how I am in neutral, y'all.
Neutral.
Wah,
That was my own personal theory. Brian was not privy to it, so I just looped him in for whatever reason because I can't speak
Anything's
well.
possible, man.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Let's
we
get the
should.
heck- huh? What?
All right, yo. I think we should, in the Queen's behalf.
Oh, we got to talk. We wrap up the show.
Respect the
Trumpets.
culture in honor of
Hey, no.
the dead ass queen.
I would rather be living there and have that kind of culture than the culture we got here.
We're honoring the culture.
Well, we got culture here, cowboys.
I dressed up as a wolf today and wore a wolf mask and
Yeah.
like shit all over the queen. On
Dude, this
screen.
dude was unhinged. today.
You're like, I've already got all of it out, so now I'm gonna
It
try
was
It
to.
was
insane.
nice hiding behind the
Flip the
mask. I mean, no one knew it was me.
What,
I
like,
mean,
like
Everyone knew it was me.
werewolves in London style, or what the fuck were
Well,
you doing?
I made
Why?
that joke, but then we'll.
None
put
of
a
this
link-
makes sense of why that would be all piled together of you wearing a wolf mask and talking shit about.
No, because I was talking shit about the queen, so I'm saying like I already did that. I might as well just keep it going. Grab
But
the
no,
wolf
instead you're
mask.
trying to guilt us about talking shit.
No, please, more shit.
No,
Please, talk
no,
more shit.
you want to be the hero of this podcast.
I'm never a hero.
I get your
You guys
agenda.
Hate me. I
get
ruin
it.
Everything.
I get your agenda.
Tony,
Thinks you sly.
she hates me. She has since the beginning. I'm always the bad guy. Fix it. Fix her.
You're the second person tonight that's told me to fix a beef between two people that I'm not even involved in. Why do I got to fix everything?
Tell
You're
me
the
I'm
fixer.
Your favorite.
Because you have like a mafia style about you. Yeah, and your name's Tony, so it's like you could be the mafia. Yeah.
Come to me on the.
Disrespecting me.
Tony the
I
fixer.
need you to fix this, Tone. You need
Yeah.
to do so. Take care of your girl before I take matters into my own
Take
hands.
care of it.
You tell me, Don. You do what you gotta do with your girl.
Get
You
your
gotta keep
gabagool
her
out
in
of
check.
here.
Come to me on the day of my podcast and ask me for this favor.
It's not a favor, it's a command.
Well, actually, let's ask a favor of everyone. And where can they find us, Tony?
You can find us at the Scaredycast on Twitter and at Scaredycast on Instagram. And you can find us on Facebook.com/Scaredycast. You can even find us on TikTok at Scaredycast. We're all over the place. Just look up Scaredycast. On September 24th, we're going to be at the Horny Toad in Glendale at the Arizona Halloween Marketplace. We're going to have a table there. We're going to have some merch. We're just going to be hanging out, having a good old time all day long. On October the 1st, we're going to head down to Jerome and shoot an episode of Scaredy Quest.
We're doing one this weekend too.
This Saturday, we're going to go to Spooky Swirls out in Chandler.
Get a little sweet treat.
I think it might be Gilbert.
Gilbert, it's like in that Gilbert, Chandler, Mesa, Tempe blockish area right there. It's off Alma School and Elliott.
Right next to Territory.
It's
I think that's Chandler still.
is it? Okay. Well, we're gonna
Either
go.
way.
It's right on the cusp.
We're going to
gonna be
Spooky
there.
Swirls. We're going to Spooky Swirls on
Spooky Swirlies.
Saturday to do a little feature about their awesome horror themed bakery.
Okay.
I'm gonna have some baked goods.
Oh yeah. I heard a rumor of a Godzilla cupcake. I
What?
have got to see it.
Does it stain your mouth green?
Probably.
Oh, we'll find out.
And patreon.com/scaredycast so you can support the show and get some exclusive content like exclusive videos and audio. And there's a ton of stuff on there.
Yes, there is, and there is perks to being a patron as well. But also, if you can't afford it, it's not in your budget, whatever. At least, could you please share this podcast with someone who enjoys goofy ridiculousness and scaredy stuff? And yeah, please
Like, rate, comment, and don't
Yeah.
forget to
It helps us a
subscribe
lot.
to horror-tv.com.
If you want to watch
Mm-hmm.
some horror movies for very cheap, get on it now.
That's like the craziest deal. That's like 2 McDonald's like drinks.
Oh, like not even.
$1,
That's the change in your cup right now.
Yeah, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's $25 for a whole year.
Most subscriptions aren't even $25.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're locked
A
in
whole year
for life.
for $25. That's nothing.
Guys,
All right,
thank you
y'all.
for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your support.
Or listening.
Listening,
Goodbye.
watching.
We'll see you next
See you next
week.
week.
Hey, are you here next week?
Next week, yes. The week after that, no.
Okay.
Yes.
We only have Kelsey for one more week, and then she goes away on vacation.
And then we're going to have to figure something out.
yeah, we got to figure something out.
We will.
Because if it's just me and this guy, oh, Jesus.
Lilith can be right here.
It's going to go off the freaking rails.
Bye,
Oh.
everybody. Have a great week.
Bye.